Meesfeld's Lakeshore Weekend features the popular dragon boat races. These very long, narrow canoe-style human-powered boats that seat 20 paddlers will be raced along the scenic Sheboygan River at South Pier. This event is a summer fun fest for all ages at Sheboygan's South Pier. They offer fun activities for kids like zip lines, walk-on water balls, magicians, balloon artists, and more. Make sure to stop by for this great event. Interested in sailing or learning how to sail? Learning to sail begins at the Sheboygan Youth Sailing Club, where sailors of all ages and skill levels are always welcome. The club provides the instructors and the sailing equipment. You provide the crew and plenty of enthusiasm. A typical private sailing experience for 2 to 4 people is $50 per person per hour. That's right, you heard it correctly, and that includes the boat. It's a fantastic way to try something different with the kids on your family vacation.
Bookworm Gardens is a collection of 63 different children's books, and each one of those books has what we call a book garden associated with it. Back in 1999, I was at the National Perennial Plant Association convention, and I took a day-long photography class, so I spent the day photographing children at the newly opened Michigan State Children's Garden. And midway through the afternoon, a whole bunch of teenagers in matching teal t-shirts sat down all over the garden and started to read children's books. And I know it sounds totally corny, but it's true. Children appeared like worms to the soil after rain to be read to by other children. And I had one of those sort of gongs on the head reaction that, oh my heavens, this is unbelievable, and we need to do this in Sheboygan.
We are a botanical garden based on children's literature. We say that we are appropriate for the young and the young at heart. One of my favorite days here was we had a friend in the garden, and she was celebrating her 4th birthday. And it was a very exciting way to spend your 4th birthday, and we sang and we had a good time. And shortly after that, I was walking around and there was a woman here with her mother who was celebrating her 99th birthday. And I think that totally is a perfect example of how it is here at Bookworm Gardens, regardless of your age and regardless of your interests. We are over 2 acres of gardens. We're surrounded by kind of a natural fence, in that we have the ravine that surrounds all of the gardens, and we've got a lot of mature trees which provide the perfect backdrop for us to have developed a variety of gardens where the ideas came from children's literatures.
The garden itself is divided into what we call gateways. We have 6 of those, and the books are actually stored inside the gateway in a little stainless steel cabinet.
Some are classics that we all know. Some are newer titles that may not be the same storybooks that all of us heard when we were children. So we also have a variety of garden sizes, garden themes, and the gardens themselves are split up into gateways. Right now we're standing in the farm gateway. Behind me is Mr. McGregor's shed from Peter Rabbit. That should be a familiar one to most people. We also have our barn, which is from Charlotte's Web. Inside the barn we have a very small garden. It's actually a vermicomposting bin, which is a worm compost bin, and it's from the story Diary of a Worm. Some of our gardens have very literal interpretations. For example, we have vegetable soup, and that's our vegetable garden, of course. And other times it's a little more whimsical, and from corn to cereal, which is another garden in our farm area. We're growing a lot of grains, but the whimsy is a giant cereal bowl and a mosaic spoon. Behind me you can hear the gong. That's from our tea house, and that's in our woodland gateway. And that story is One Leaf Rides the Wind, and it's a Japanese counting book. Other fun spaces at Bookworm Gardens include our sensory gardens. We have Planting a Rainbow. We also have a dinosaur where children can come and dig for fossils. We open for the season on May 1st, and the gardens change and evolve all through the season, starting from those first spring bulbs to a full summer harvest, all the way into the beautiful fall leaves, and we close our gates for the season on October 31st.
I hope to see you at Bookworm Gardens. This is a joyful place, as you will see. It's for the young and the young at heart, and we look forward to your time here.
This is how we Sheboygan. At Above and Beyond Children's Museum, we're all about hands-on family fun. At Above and Beyond Children's Museum, where fun and education connect through exploration and discovery.
There it goes. All the way to here.
Let's try that again.
Come to Above and Beyond Children's Museum, where you can clown around. When you're visiting Sheboygan, come to Above and Beyond Children's Museum and check out what we all have to offer. For more information about Above and Beyond Children's Museum, check out abkids.org.
Take a step back in time when you come into this turn-of-the-century themed ice cream shop located in Sheboygan's South Pier District. South Pier Parlor features Peterson's old-fashioned ice cream, an award-winning staple in the Chicago area since 1919, as well as classic soda fountain drinks and fudge. Make sure to stop in for a sundae.